What's up YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh! Galaxy, and today I'm going to be doing something that I actually forgot to do, and that's my local report from my last locals, which was a week ago. It was a week and 3 days, I think. Yeah, not quite 2 weeks. But so what happened? I got to my locals and I was able to pick up Karkardi's, and me putting in the Karkardi, I hadn't played the deck with Karkardi at all, so I did go through a rebuilding kind of local type thing. Uh, I guess compare it a little bit to sports. I did fairly well for not knowing exactly how to play with the card cards. I have developed my deck list a little bit, and I'll be doing that video directly after I do this one. But I have developed it to be a little bit more compatible and consistent all around since then. But yeah, last week I went 3-2, and my matchups were, um, I mean, yeah. Um, round one, I played Six Samurai. He was, his deck isn't complete, to be honest. He did well for not having everything that he should have. He did manage to go into Game 3. In Game 2, he did open Gateway, W United, Kageki, Kagemusha, and that is game unless you have Valor. Even then, it's not nice. But yeah, so overall, it was a pretty good match for me. I felt pretty comfortable in it. Round 2, I played Chain Beat. Wow, that matchup was annoying. I have to say, I did win that match, but most of the time I was in a losing situation. That matchup was just terrible for me. I mean, he's a good player, too. I mean, he knew how to play around everything I had. He's actually the person who ended up trading me the cards. Thank you. If you watch this video, you know who you are. But I mean, it was just well played on both parts. I think I got lucky, to be honest. I don't think I should have won that match, but I ended up 2-0ing him. But good match. Again, if you watch this video, you played very well. Round 3, I played Dragons, and I lost to Dragons. Dino Rabbit had a bad matchup with Chaos Dragons. This was about 10 times worse. I actually enjoy playing Chaos Dragons now. That I hated. But yeah, I mean, round 1, he did normal E-Dragony things. I had nothing to stop him. Round 2, I did end up dualitying into a Mind Drain, but he had MST. It was unfortunate, but he took that entire match by storm. He dropped a random level 7 on me. I'll see if I can find it real quick. It's a monster effect. I didn't know what it was. Oh, no, not that. Yeah, I should be able to find it real quick. He dropped... I don't even remember the name of it. He dropped this thing on me. Ended up flipping Skill Drain, and that card was just terribly mean. But what can I say? After that, I played Evil Storm. I lost to them. Frickin' Evil Storm Thunderbird. No, I can't complain. I played a friend from locals. On YouTube, his name is Snipe at the Hacks. His username is the Hacks Factory. If you haven't checked him out and you watch this video, go check him out. He's a good guy. But lost to him. he won having just Thunderbird. I mean, not to say he didn't play well, but like he won because he had Thunderbird both games. It was annoying. Um, so I lost to him. At that point, I was actually in a good position. I thought to top, um, but what ended up happening, the guy I played in round one, who was playing six Sams, dropped in round two, and that like it ruined my tiebreakers, and I ended up winning round five against Gravekeepers. I just had a really solid matchup against Gravekeepers, but yeah. So that was my matchups. Let's get into the deck I actually played. I ended up playing three Kabazals, no three Sabersaurus, that's all standard. Two Karkardis, these were the new ads. I wasn't playing Karkardi before because I didn't have them. I always knew it was good, and I liked Karkardi, and I would have I would have played it if I had it back then. There might have been a streak where I wouldn't because I just didn't need speed all that much. But I liked Karkardi. Karkardi was great. Three Guibas. Guiba's Guiba. Guiba and Lance, I mean, it makes your plays really good. Making Lagia and Dolka this format is still a good thing. A well-timed Dolka against E-Dragons can win you the game. I mean, it's true. Before this locals, in my locals, I had never completely been defeated by dragons, as in being 2-0'd. I had always managed to steal one game from them, and it was always game two. That was 4 matches against Dragon Roar. I hate that deck. But yeah, the two standard rescue rabbits, of course. Snowman Eaters. This is where I made my mistake. And I fully recognize that now. This is where I made my mistake. When I put in the cars, I should have taken out the Snowman Eaters. They conflicted with each other way too much. The deck already has a little bit of conflict with duality rabbit openings. Now I had another way to conflict. I should have dropped the Snowman Eaters. I ended up playing it. It probably ended up winning me a game too, but I mean, I still didn't like it as the day went on. I mean, in round 4, I mean, it was apparent to me that um, that was the because I played Evil Storm. It was the only match where Snowmeteor was good, and it didn't put in that much work against them as much as I would have wanted it to. So overall, I cut the card completely from my main deck now. It's only sided, and I think that was a good choice. Two Thunder Kings. Thunder King is just great against Prophecy. I didn't play any spellbooks, but I don't even think there was any spellbooks there. I would still play Thunder King though, generically, because one, I love stun. Two, it does hurt dragons a little bit if you open Macro T-King. A lot of people think that's bad because you can't attribute to negate the Draco Sack. But the thing is, while they're banishing the cards, they're minusing themselves if they're banishing the big ones. That is something a lot of people haven't actually realized when they play against me and they're using Dragon Rulers on DN. They're like, oh, I'm just going to power through. Oh, no, I don't have enough stuff. Damn it. I mean, it's not like Dragon Rulers are any better of a matchup on DN for me than they are in real life. I still probably lose to them more than 60% of the time. But, I mean, it's Dragon Rulers, whatever. Two Tour Guide. I mean, Tour Guide and Rabbit allows you to OTK. There is an OTK where you end up going, if you get lucky, you can OTK. If they don't open any back row and they only open with a normal summon, you can go Rescue Rabbit, get 2 Kabazals, make a Lagia, negate their summon. Next turn, Tour Guide, overlay Levier, get out the Saber Sources, and that's exact game. So, yeah. A lot of people just go straight into the Exceed. Gores is not a problem anymore, though. For spells, one Book of Moon, Dark Hole. I ended up cutting Dark Hole, too. Dark Hole, I like Dark Hole. I think the card is awesome. I think the card is part of the Trinity. It's one of the best cards in the game. It's one of the most broken top decks you can get, but freaking Draco Sack makes this card so inferior. And I only saw Draco Sack 3 times. So, I mean, It's not like I have to expect it or anything, right? Yeah. 3 Forbidden Lance. There's Fire Fist at my locals. There are Evil Storm. This is one of the only cards that actually hits Thunderbird. It's overall great choice. If you use this with Sabersaurus or T-King, they can get over almost any dragon except for Blaster. And if you use it with Guava, it can get over Tempest, which is still pretty good to be able to get a 1700 over that. Or Suicide with a Stardust. I love that it can do that. 1 Heavy Storm. No explanation. Monsterborn. 1 MST. I ended up cutting MST from my main deck as well. I mean, I'm gonna be doing a deck profile of this after, so. But I did end up cutting it. I just didn't. I don't want MSTs anymore because, other than Chain Beat, it wasn't a back row heavy day, and over the course of my last few locals, it hasn't been back row heavy. It's been very monster centric, and I just don't like it. I side them. Well, I side it. I don't side 2. I side 1. Double Duality. Again, it's a consistency card. It's kind of like Karkardi. Duality into a Karkardi is pretty good. And unless I have the and burning a Veiler on a Karkardi is so bad because then it opens me up to go Rabbit, and I'm worrying about one less card. And most people are only playing 2 Veilers at my locals anyway. If they're playing any at all. But yeah, I ended up playing 2 Bottomless, 2 Compulsory, 2 Fiendish Chains. I did end up dropping Divine Wrath. I said that, I think, 3 local reports ago, and last time I topped, and Fiendish Chain, it's not that it's superior in my opinion. I like Divine Wrath still. I mean, I did enjoy being able to discard my vanillas from hand, but my playstyle has been going in a slightly different direction to where that card is kind of inferior to me. 2 Macro. I will never give up on Macro Rabbit. I like Macro Rabbit better than I like Dino Rabbit. I like it so much more. Solemns, of course, and Torrentials. But yeah, onto the side. Sided 2 Veilers, standard. It's pretty good. Take it out. I put this in a lot game too. 2 Kaiku for dragons, 2 Maxis for dragons, the 3rd Snowman, yeah, 1 MST, 3 Iron Walls, the 3rd Macro, and the 3 Mind Drains. Extra, 2 Dolka, again, Dolka's really good. 2 Lagias, again, great. Fairy King Albert, people side goes and match for me. This makes my Rescue Rabbit not dead. Well, the Rescue Rabbit's never quite dead because you can go Sabersaurus, but you never have anything good to exceed with. 1 Gemini Pearl for a beater. Leviair, Maestroke, Shock, Gig, Acid Golem, Black Ship of Corn. I love this card. I will never stop playing this card. Photon Pabble Operative. This card won me a game against Chain Beat, I think. Tempo, and Wind Up Zemains. That's my local report and former deck profile of what I played at my locals. I'll be doing another one of these in like 4 days. Rate, comment, subscribe. Again, check out Snipe. He's a good guy, and yeah, he deserves it. But thank you for watching, and yeah, bye.